Well, you need to be looking at that reading for.
There you go.
Mr. Kurt Burns, you are live, sir.
All righty, if you could unlock the video, I'll get it going. Hello, everyone. Give us just a few moments and we will get going with our presentation for the day. I do believe the video is live. Oh, there's my face. I see myself. All righty. Hey, thank you for hopping on today. I want to, more importantly, before I get into it, I want to congratulate you for taking a step to do something positively for your future. So with that being said, hey, we have a lot going on. I am so excited. It is Friday, but that is not what I'm excited about. What I'm excited about is Metaflex Pro. Now, you may have heard about all the different opportunities we have going on, but Metaflex Pro is the platform that ties it all together. And I was just sitting back the other day, just thinking about the crypto market and the other markets that we're involved in. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks of what we have our hands on. So before I get into our feature platform that we're going to talk about today, our feature launch, our feature brand, which is Carousel World that we're going to be featuring today, I'm just going to take a minute and really talk about Metaflex Pro. So give me a second. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to bring something up. One second. There we go. All righty. So all the excitement, all the hype around the various markets, but the key to everything that we're doing here is Metaflex Pro. That is the platform that combines everything. So I'm going to really quickly touch on all the industries that we are plugged into through Metaflex Pro. The first industry. Now, when I was little, I loved my video games. I had it in a television. I don't know if that's going to date me. I really don't care, but I had one of the televisions when it first came out. I had an Atari. I had a ColecoVision. I graduated to the PlayStation. So I'm modernizing myself now because I guess PlayStation 5 is out. So I'm talking about the gaming industry. And I went through all those games just to say that, games have been around forever. And quite frankly, video games are not going anywhere. Now, you may be aware or you may not be aware that the gaming industry has surpassed the movie industry. That's crazy. The gaming industry is worth in excess of $180 billion. And guess what? We have access to plays in the gaming industry all through Metaflex Pro. Now, another industry that's just going crazy, you've been hearing about it. It's taken some time because there's a lot of skepticism about it. People were like, what the heck is this Botcoin, Busycoin, Bitcoin? What the heck are these coins? What are they talking about? I'm talking about the crypto market. So the crypto market, we've watched this evolution from 10 years ago where people were extremely skeptical. It was one of those fringe things. People were doing back alley deals, putting Bitcoin on flash drives, swapping it on weird websites and stuff like that. But Bitcoin in the crypto market has gone mainstream. You see some of the mainstream financial players in the marketplace now getting involved in crypto. The crypto industry, check this out. The crypto industry has exceeded $3 trillion per year in revenue generated. And guess what? We have several plays in the Metaflex Pro universe that allows us to take advantage of that booming market. Another market that's really gained traction over the last 18 months, and I see the traction and the momentum just starting to build, and I think it's going to become more rapid because it's becoming mainstream. And I'm talking about the NFT market. You're hearing about all these different projects out there, the apes and the spookies, all these different JPEGs that people are buying for millions of dollars at this point. In my opinion, the NFT market is just getting going. The NFT market surpassed the $4 billion mark last year. Now, guess what? We also have NFT plays, and guess where they are? All in Metaflex Pro. Now, the last market that I want to talk to you about before we move on and go into our feature of the presentation today is an industry that everyone, I mean, literally everyone, has been participating in or been receiving some kind of pleasure or value from. We've heard of the Michael Jacksons of the world, the Princes of the world, Elvis Presley, Drake, Beyonce, Jay-Z. So if you put all those together, what do they all have in common? They are all involved in the music industry. And guess what? You too can be involved in the music industry through Metaflex Pro. The music industry itself generated in excess of $60 billion. That's billion with a B in the last year or so. So now, what ties us all together, all these different brilliant opportunities that are coming into our universe, is the one that bolts it all together is Metaflex Pro. Metaflex Pro allows you to buy and sell and trade NFTs. It allows you to participate in our play and earn, our share to earn platform games. It's also a metaverse. We're going to have our own metaverse. Imagine being able to get into the metaverse with everybody. Talk about the metaverse and buy your own little land, or maybe set up a business inside the metaverse, maybe like a concert hall. And now you can use the music stuff that we're doing inside the metaverse as well. Also inside Metaflex Pro, we're going to have many opportunities to get involved with token sales. Now, these aren't the token sales that you're used to, where you see, hey, all the money's already been made by the guys that got in early, or the guys that knew somebody to get in early on the private sales. We're going to have those opportunities, those private sales opportunities, all inside Metaflex Pro. And then by becoming a member of Metaflex Pro, guess what you're going to be able to take advantage of? All those token opportunities to build out your crypto portfolio. Now, here's the thing. If I look back at Metaflex Pro, I talked about the gaming industry, 180 billion. I talked about the crypto industry, 3 trillion. I talked about the NFT market rapidly exceeding 4 billion. I talked about the music industry going over 60 billion. Now you're thinking, man, if we have access to all those inside Metaflex Pro, what is Metaflex Pro going to cost me to get involved? Just calculate all that. Let's think about it for a second. Here's the answer. To get your spot, to get your position in Metaflex Pro, it is absolutely free. So I'm going to slow down and give you time to calculate all that. You get access to everything I just talked about for free. All you have to do is get back to the person that plugged you in, invited you, and said, hey, you got to take a look at this. They will get you a link so you can get going in Metaflex Pro. All righty. So if that's not enough excitement for you, I don't know what it is, but hey, I got more. I'm going to go ahead and shift gears here and go and just briefly highlight one of our key games. Like I said, we're involved in the gaming industry. One of our games that's coming down the pike that's also NFT based, augmented reality based. This thing is next level. So hold on a second. Give me a chance. I'm going to flip my screen over and get it going. All righty. The opportunity that we're going to be talking about today is brought to us by WherePlay. This gentleman right here, Mr. Noble Dracone, is the visionary behind this game that we're releasing really soon. We're currently in pre-launch, and you'll see all the exciting ways that you can get involved. Now, Noble, who's Noble? He's the WherePlay CEO and founder. He's also the Band Royalty CEO and founder. Now, if you haven't heard about Band Royalty, you need to ask the person that invited you. So I'm pretty sure they're in the know about Band Royalty. So you definitely want to get involved with that opportunity as well. So who's Noble? Noble is involved in many tech startups as a consultant, an investor, a C-suite executive. He's a contributing writer to financial magazines such as Futures Magazine, and even this little bitty, financial magazine you may or may not have heard of called Forbes. He's also a blockchain investor. He's been involved with the blockchain for many years now, way before the blockchain was a popular term that's being thrown around today. He's also a podcast host. He hosts the Accredited Investor Journal podcast, as well as he's the co-host of the Crypto 10X podcast. Let's look at some of his accomplishments. Very accomplished young gentleman. Career highlights. He's a developer and NFT expert. Mr. Noble Dracone has been in the NFT space for years now, way before it was out in the media, way before the apes and all those other JPEGs were popular. He's also been involved in the music industry for quite some time. He did his first publishing and distribution deal way back in 1999. He is a published author. You can go to Amazon right now. I believe he has at least 5 books on trading that are available on Amazon that you can purchase right now, plug in and become a better, a more savvy, a more skilled trader. He also, and I'm going to use this word very, very intentionally, he also has currently has 9 mobile games that are published and available for play. Now, why did I use that word currently? Well, like I said, it was intentional. We are in the midst of the pre-launch of his 10th game. And I'm pretty sure someone told you, hey, there's an opportunity for you to get involved with this NFT play, this crypto play, this gaming play before it actually launches. And that's what we're going to talk about today. All right. He's also a patent holder for augmented reality. This is a game changer. It literally brings things to life on your phone. You are interacting with your NFT. It's crazy. It's bananas. You'll see it a little further down in the presentation. He's also a well-requested, eagerly sought out speaker. He's sought out to speak all around the world on different topics from trading, the blockchain, crypto, NFTs. This man is truly a Renaissance man, and we are so fortunate to be in business with him. All right, as I mentioned earlier, NFTs are absolutely exploding. I am going to go ahead and go on record and declare 2022 the year of the NFT. Let's take a look at what's going on in the media. Look at this. NFT, according to Yahoo Finance, NFT sales top 4 billion. China Blockchain Service Network to implement NFT infrastructure this month. The Gap clothing line launches its first gamified NFT experience. Time Studios doubles down on their NFT-inspired kids TV content. Hennessy, the beverage company, makes a big splash in the NFT market space with a $226,000 release. Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank, he explains in this article why he thinks NFTs will become bigger than Bitcoin. And I'm going to go ahead and just really quickly give you my take on why I agree with him. NFTs, in my opinion, and if you really look at what they're truly all about, have a lot more utility, i.e. functionality. They actually do more than your typical crypto coin. Look at this. CryptoPunk 5217 recently sold for $5.59 million. Wow. Wow. That is simply a JPEG, and someone paid over $5 million for it. Now let's look at this lineup of some recent sales. CryptoPunk, this one sold for $3 million. Bored Ape Yacht Club, this one sold for $1.29 million. This other Bored Ape sold for $1.24. Another Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT sold for north of $800,000. Now, I was always told that if you wanted to make a lot of money, you had to be involved with an industry that makes a lot of money. Now, remember, early in the presentation, I lined out 4 multi-billion-dollar industries that we're involved here with Metaflex Pro. All right, so what the heck is an NFT? I am not going to bore you with all the minutia, but NFTs can be associated with anything that's reproducible, such as a photo, a video, 3D models, audio, digital files, you name it. They can be reproduced and made into an NFT. Now, there's actually 2 points that I want to make to you that makes this NFT so rare and so important. There's 2 things. One is, since it's on the blockchain, authenticity is guaranteed. We know when you have an NFT that's locked in, it is the real deal. So authenticity is guaranteed by it just being a digital on the blockchain. Also, another important thing, ownership. Authenticity and ownership. NFTs give you those 2 things. Now, in my opinion, right now you see a lot of NFTs that are JPEGs, artwork, and it's awesome stuff. I see some stuff that's moving and transforming, awesome stuff. But I think the real reason why NFTs are going to be so huge moving forward is, once again, you can authenticate what you have, such as documents, and you can prove ownership. I believe in the future, your driver's license has the potential to be an NFT. The deed to your home, the pink slip to your car, can be an NFT. There's no fudging it. There's no faking it. There's no bootlegs. There's none of that going on in the NFT space. Now, let's talk about one of our upcoming releases. We're already in the pre-launch. The game is not available for play yet. However, we are in the midst of our very robust pre-sale, and you can take advantage of that. So let's talk about Noble Dracone's Carousel World. I'm going to briefly give you the story behind this game. But before I do that, let me just talk to you about why Noble, for his 10th release, created Carousel World. He saw what was out there in the gaming industry. You know, you got your sports games, but let's be honest, a lot of the games that are out there are shoot 'em up, bang, bang, very violent, very, I don't necessarily want my little children playing these violent games, having nightmares, having all kinds of crazy thoughts based on sitting in front of a screen, doing all kinds of violent activity. So he wanted a game that he would be proud to share and proud to make sure his daughter had, his younger ones had an opportunity to play something that was based not necessarily on killing and shooting and all that good stuff. So let's get into the story behind Carousel World. Just like every good story, there's a good side and a bad side. On the good side, we have the unicorns, and on the bad side, we have the uniboogie. The unicorns banded together and with using their magical powers and their special abilities, locked up the uniboogie in the dark realm. However, there's always a good plot twist in a good story, right? The plot twist here is that the uniboogie escaped, and now he's wreaking havoc. So once again, the unicorns have to band together, and by using their special powers, including some dance moves and other things they can do, they are once again combining forces to lock away the uniboogie. All right, like I mentioned, we are in the midst of our private pre-sale. We have dedicated 7% of the total token supply to go into our pre-sale. Once we exhaust that percentage, the pre-sale will end and we'll go to a public sale. All right, let's look at the tokenomics behind our Where Play token. As I mentioned, the main focus of the game are the unicorns. They are actually NFTs that you can buy. They're NFTs that you can use to play in the game. Now, the cool thing is these NFTs can be merged together to create more rare and unique unicorns that have more different powers. So let's just walk this out. Say you have two unicorns, the NFTs, you combine them together. Now, those two that were combined create a super unicorn, for lack of a better term. The cool thing is, and this will make a whole lot of sense, those original two NFTs, those are now deleted. What does that actually do? That creates scarcity in the marketplace. We are limiting the numbers of these NFTs that are available. Now, of course, you want to hold on to some of these early ones for collector items, but as you merge them, part of the game is making sure your unicorn is powered up. And as you merge these unicorns, they become more powerful. And once again, upon merger, the original NFTs delete. Once again, as a reminder, creating scarcity in the marketplace. Each series of NFTs will have unique properties so you can continue to merge. Now get this, you will be given a limited number of free mergers. After you exhaust your free mergers, you'll need Where Play tokens to initiate additional mergers to release more unique unicorn NFTs. The Where Play tokens will be needed to do several things. One, initiate more mergers once you exhaust the free ones to release more unique unicorns. Also, unicorns got some swag, got some dance moves, but the tokens will allow you to access new dance moves as they're released into our ecosystem game. Also, you want your unicorn swagged out. You want them to have the finest gear, as the youngsters call it, the coolest drip. I don't know if I used that term correctly, that slang correctly, but I'm gonna use it anyway. You want your unicorn swagged out. So you can buy accessories and you can accessorize your unicorn with the Where Play token. Also, as new NFTs are released into the marketplace, you guessed it, you'll be able to use Where Play tokens to buy those new and rare and unique NFTs. All righty, let's further examine the tokenomics. There will only ever be 3 million Where Play tokens minted. In circulation at any given time, there will only be 75 million. 20% of those will be dedicated to our play to earn model. 25% will be dedicated to staking rewards, 5% dedicated to the ecosystem, 25% dedicated to the team behind this project, 5% to our advisors, 13%, like I mentioned, once the private sale is over, 13% will be dedicated to the public sale. And as I mentioned earlier in the presentation, 7% are dedicated to our private sale. Now, certain activities such as merging will impact the total token supply. So let's take a look at the unicorns NFTs that are currently available. You have Rainbow. You have Nala. You have Magic. You have Rocky. You have Sparkle. And the villain of this game, you have the Uniboogie. All right, let's talk about our share and earn platform. In order to participate in our compensation plan, you must buy, and you only need to buy one NFT. The compensation plan is 3 levels deep. On the first level, you earn 10%. On the second level, you earn 5%. On the third level, you earn 3%. Now, bonuses will be paid out in all the major cryptocurrencies that are out there on the market. Now, let's take an example of what could possibly happen. This is level 1. Now, I'm going to be really upfront with you. This is purely a hypothetical. Some of you will see this opportunity and run like the wind with it and blow this number out of the water. Some of you will sit on your hands and let this opportunity go by you, but it's totally up to you. And like I mentioned, this is purely a hypothetical. So let's just assume that you get excited and you have 10 influencers on your team. Each one of the influencers generate $1,000 NFT sales, $1,000 in NFT sales. You combine that all together, you get $10,000 in team sales. For that day, you earn $1,000. Let's look at level 2. Your 10 that you introduce, your influencers say, hey, I'd like to develop a team myself. They go out you with your assistance, and your 10 get 10. So now you have 100 influencers on level 2. They each, so you continue to do that round number of 1,000. They do $1,000 in sales and NFT sales. That combines to equal $100,000 in total team sales. Since it's your second level, you earn 5%, which is $5,000. Level 3, your team continues to grow. You now have those 100 influencers. You help them each get 10. So you have a total of 1,000 influencers on your team. Now let's keep this for conversation's sake and keeping it rolling. We're going to go ahead. Each one of them are going to generate $1,000 in sales. So now you're looking at $1 million in team sales. Third level, you earn 3%. That's a $30,000 day. Now, hey, I don't know about you. If my team generated a $30,000 day, that wouldn't be bad. Even if we cut that in half, you slash that, they get half the test wrong. They get a 50%. They get what we'd call back in school an F for their performance. They didn't quite hit the 10,000 number. Boom, cut that in half, 15,000. Would you be upset? I don't think so. So let's add this all together, $36,000 a day if you add level 1, 2, and 3. Now, once again, you can do a whole lot more than that. You can do a whole lot less. This is free enterprise. It is totally up to you. Let's look where we are currently in our pre-sale. Phase 1 has been completed. You can see the unicorn started at $90. Phase 2 rapidly sold out as well. We're dead smack in the middle of, actually not in the middle anymore. We dedicated 500 unicorn NFTs for phase 3. I'm not as sure of the exact number, but I know that we're rapidly closing out phase 3. The price to get a unicorn NFT right now is $105. You see, as we close out phase 3, we were going to be raising the price from $105 to $150. Once again, we're going to dedicate 500 NFTs to phase 4. Once phase 4 is locked out, there's going to be a nice big price jump, from $150 to $250. Now, you don't have to be a rocket science to realize that if you're going to buy some unicorn NFTs anyway, you'd rather buy them in phase 3 than phase 5. So basically, I'm saying, hey, if you see the value here, get moving, don't wait. All righty. I had mentioned our augmented reality. This is actually the floor at the Crypto Coliseum. And this is an example of our augmented reality. These are two separate phones actually battling against each other in a dance battle. I'm going to go ahead and get the motion going. Take a look. All righty, let's take a look at some of the people and individuals behind this opportunity. You have Jody there. Look at that nice plush unicorn that he's playing with, stuffed animal, big grown man playing with a stuffed animal. Now, I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans about that stuffed animal. Yeah, I was giving Jody a hard time, but that's okay. He's smiling for a reason, folks. That stuffed animal is loaded with proprietary technology. Listen to me and listen to me closely. You can take your phone and use our technology to scan that plush animal and release an NFT. Now you're probably saying you're probably saying, Kurt, that just went over my head. It's okay. This is extremely, extremely important for us to get right here. Now look at it. A lot of people know that there's a lot going on with technologies, and they're like, hey, I want to get involved with this NFT stuff. But there are also a lot of people that say, you know what, I need something that I can tangibly, physically hold with my hand. We just married both of those worlds. That plush animal is going to be that stuffed animal is going to be a collector's item. It's going to be a limited run. You can get those right now. Talk to the person that got you on this call, that invited you to this call. They will explain to you how to get your plush. Now, just me a collector item. I'm going to go ahead and date myself. Who on the line remembers Beanie Babies? Those became collector's items. That cute unicorn is definitely going to be a collector's item because not only is it a cool looking plush animal, but it's loaded with technology that releases the NFT. That is simply amazing. Maria's got her too. Alrighty, Ivy is explaining how to use our technology. She's teaching him how to make his unicorn dance. You can feed your unicorns, you can have them dance. You can do all kinds of things with the technology that we have available. All righty, this gentleman right here, this is Mr. James Wiggins. He is the visionary behind the scenes. He is the one that was I'm almost at a loss of words, but he is the man that put Metaflex Pro together. In his mind, he saw what was going on in these different markets. He said, we need a platform to take advantage of all this. Now, that's great, but let me just pause and tell you a little about this man. I have known this man for going on a decade. I have watched him be successful in many, many different areas of business. Company owner, top producer, crypto. But here's the thing. Just by knowing him for so long, I've watched him operate. And the one thing that I know about him, not only is he a winner, but more importantly, he gets he gets the most pleasure off of helping other people win. It's cool to be a millionaire, multimillionaire, but it's cooler to make other millionaires. So I'm just going to go ahead and just spill the beans and give you a little bit of his mindset. He is on a flat out mission to create 100+ millionaires in our Metaflex Pro platform. We have the opportunities. We have the proven track record of how to make money. So all he wanted to do is to create a system that basically all you had to plug into, all you had to do is plug yourself into and go to work and be able to follow directions. We have that here with Metaflex Pro. My hat's off to you, sir. I cannot wait to get going. I know we're actually behind the scenes. If you ever seen a duck go across a pond, a duck is all smooth going across that pond. But if you look underneath the water, he's flapping and he's patting on his legs like crazy. That's what's going on behind the scenes here at Metaflex Pro, and it's all due to this man, Mr. James Wiggins. All righty, that is the presentation for today. Here are your next steps. As soon as you get off this presentation, this call, get back to the person who thought enough of you to invite you to take a look at what we're doing here. I promise you, you get in and plug in and learn about the different markets that we're playing in. I promise you, 2020, well, let me hold up. For those that go to work, I promise you, the year 2022 will be the best year ever. Take care. Have a great day.